Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about cron tabs and how to set up a cron tab in Linux and Mac. Specifically, we are going to focus on Mac, but the Linux Mac terminal, but Linux is very similar to this, and you can use the same guideline as here. So let's first see what is cron tab. So cron tab is a very useful tool that we can use in Mac terminal or in Linux or on servers, for example, if you have a Linux server, to schedule a job automatically to run that job at specific times in weeks, days, or any certain time that you want to run that job every time and repetitively. Okay, if you want to run that job again and again, at some specific and certain times, you can use Crontab command. Okay, before getting started and before showing an example, I want to show you how this command should look like. So here in the first star, you want to put the minute that when the Crontab is going to run. Second star will be for hour, which will be from 0 to 23. The third one will be the day of the month. So if you want to run this job at the specific days of a month, or if you want to run it at every day, you just put this star here. If you want to run this at specific month of the year, you want to put it here, something between 1 to 12. Or if you want to run it every month, you can just put star here. If you want to run this task at specific day of a week, you can just put you can put it here, for example, 0 to 6, where 0 to 6 are Sunday to Saturday. We can also use the names, and 7 is also sometimes considered as Sunday, the same as 0. Okay, so you can actually schedule based on this whenever you want. You can put that here. Also, then after that, you can put the command that you want to execute. This can be an executable command. It can be a bash script in Linux or in Mac, or it can be a Python script, a curl script, or any script that is executable. So you can even add a Python script to do whatever you want on your system, on the server. So let's say you want to check something on the server every hour or every day. This is a very useful tool for that, and you can use this command to do that. Okay, so with this brief introduction, let's get into some examples here. And I've prepared some very simple examples. Let's go through them. So here, I have prepared very simple script on Mac to find the size of a disk. Okay, so I'm going to go through that later, but let's say we have this script, or we can have a simple script on print hello, which simply echoes hello world every time. Okay, and now I want to run, let's say, this disk size, which actually what it does is it finds the size of the disk, size of all the folders inside this directory, which is just a current directory, and outputs this message to a log file. Okay, so let's say we want to check the disk space of your server, let's say, at every hour, every 2 hours. Make sure it's not you have a database or some data. You want to make sure that those data or those let's say those files are, the server is not filled up with those. You want to check the status of that. So this is a simple script to do that, which is simply calculating this disk space and printing that into this log file. Okay, it's a very simple script. So now let's get started how to do this cron tab. So what I typically do, I create a text file or any file and put all my cron tabs that I am running into this text file. Okay, So here is a simple example of that. So what I've done here, let's go to the second example. Here, second line. So I'm saying that run this script, let's say at minute 38, at 23, hour 23, and every day of a week, every month, and every day of the month. Okay, and this is the path to the directory, so you want to give the path a city, and this is the command you want to run. Okay, you can run different commands here, and it doesn't need to be this, and you can add all the cron jobs that you want to run. So let's say you want to say, I want to run a job that runs every hour, let's say every minute, at every hour. Let's say I want to run a job which runs at the start of every hour, let's say at 0, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And then here you want to put the path to that, and here you want to put the command. Let's say if you have a script, let's say print hello script, okay, something like that. And what does the first one mean? The first one is this job is gonna run every minute. So if you put this means that this job will run every minute, and you can put this slash here to show that. Okay, so basically this job is gonna run every minute, and also at 38, 23, 38 as well. So let me just make it 40. So I will save this. So this is going to be my schedules for running the jobs. You can add every script you have in the system and make a scheduler like this. And now when you want to run this job, you want to make sure something. If you're on Mac, this is something you need to take care of, that you need to have a full disk access. Okay, you need to give full disk access both to Cron tab as well as terminal. So you want to basically you want to go to your security and privacy, okay, and you want to go to full disk access, and then unlock here and just give access to Cron and terminal to make sure that they can read your disk, and they have the permission to read your disk. Okay, so there are some websites on that. I'm not going to go through that, but this is one of the things I found on the net, so you can take a look at it here and do the same process if you don't know how to give access to Cron and terminal. Okay, so let's assume that we have done that, and now I'm going to run Crontab. So everything is ready. I just write Crontab, and then I write my scheduler, my Crontab. That's it. So now this will go to the Linux scheduler and it will run. So you want to check how many. If you want to check your all Crontabs that are running, you can just check it by this crontab-l, and this shows all the jobs that are running. Okay, so these are 3 jobs I have, and one of them is running every minute, the second one is running every day at 23 hour and 40 minutes, and this one is running every hour, the beginning of every hour. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you see that this storage log file is already here, which means that our scheduler has worked. Let's check on that. Yeah, you see it here. So you can see that this scheduler has actually started working. So we had 2 times. This was running at 2340, and now if you allow it more time to that, you are going to see, yeah, that this scheduler again started because one of the jobs was to run this every 1 hour, every 1 minute, and you can see that based on here, this has also run again. And this is basically a very simple script which shows what are the disk usage of each of these files. So it's just around 4 kilobyte. It's very small, and you can write any script and you can run it. So that's pretty much it. You can have a, let's say if you have a Python job, you can put it here. If you have any other executable, you can put it here, and this will run. So I want to just mention some of the examples of this. This will be very useful, especially if you're working on a server, let's say a Linux server, and you want to check something. And if the OS is Linux, then you can simply run this Crontab and then check something. You can even send email to you if you have any, if let's say if you exceed some disk space limit, you can send an email. You want to check on your, if you have a website, you want to check the traffic every hour or every 2 hours, or all the requests that are in their website. You can use this Crontab to send an updates to you. So these are all different applications of this Crontab, and I really find it very useful tool in Linux and Mac that you can use. Since I hope this video have been useful to you. Thank you very much, everyone.